Hey, it's Kevin, and I'm here with Robin.
Hey everyone.
And let me give you a look around this beautiful campsite. As we sit here in the woods, believe it or not, we are only a 15-minute drive from the Mall of America. And in this video, I'm going to give you a complete tour of the campground at Lebanon Hills Regional Park of Apple Valley. Stay tuned. All right, we are just pulling into Lebanon Hills Regional Park Campground, located basically right on the border of Eagan and Apple Valley, but technically the campground of this park is located in Apple Valley. On this channel, I like to share tours and information about places to live, work, and play in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, and also information on buying and selling homes. So if you're into that sort of content, I encourage you to subscribe for more awesome tour videos like this one. And meanwhile, we are just pulling in, and I'm going to give you a really thorough overview of what you can find here at Lebanon Hills Regional Park Campground. Now, this campground has three distinct sections. We're pulling into the East Loop, so if you were to Google Lebanon Hills Regional Park Campground, you could find this map. And the East Loop is generally where we prefer to stay because it's kind of a blend of both worlds. It's fairly rustic. There are electric sites back here, but as you'll see in a moment, the campsites are quite private, so you almost feel like you're in a state park even though you're literally just 15 minutes away from the Mall of America. So this will just be a quick drive through the campground, and I'll give you some glimpses of the campsites as we go along. There's one right there. And I mean, you just look at this road as we drive through, and little campsites off either side of this road, but tons of tree coverage, and it's just a gravel road. And if we pull up to let's stop here briefly. This is site 75, and this just is a real good example of the kind of site that you see back here. You can have a camper up to 24 feet or just a tent, but you can kind of see how private these sites are. Every site's going to have a picnic table and a campfire pit, and this is a really good example of what these sites look like if you were to come camping here with your family. And all along as we drive through here, all these little roads that you see off the main road are just little camper sites. So if you do have a camper that's bigger than 24 feet, we are next on our way to the West Loop, which is the water, sewer, and electric site. You can have any size camper you want, and people have the big fifth wheels in there. Although I think the maximum time you can stay here is either 10 days or 14 days. But it's a early August Sunday, and you can see that we've got lots of people already here, maybe for the week, camping. Site 85. So people are in here, and it's a great day. So getting a look around, that's a walkway to the bathrooms. Really clean bathrooms and showers here. So even though you don't have water and electric or water and sewer at your site back on this side, you've got a very clean restroom that you can take a shower in. So I'll just give you kind of a high look of what is around back here as we head towards the West Loop, which is the section you can come in with your big rig. And there they have visitor parking, and there's kind of a picnic area out by the restroom along with a playground for kids to play at. Although my understanding is you do need to be a registered guest or a guest of a registered guest to come into this park as a visitor. And the fees are not that expensive actually at this campground. All right, so we've retraced our steps back to near the entrance, and we're going to head into the West Loop of this park. And there are actually two additional areas we're going to be looking at over here. First, we're going to take a loop through the the big rig section. So they've got some pull-through sites and some back-end sites, but they're large and open, and whatever size camper you have, there's going to be room for it, and you're going to see plenty of big rigs back here to give you an idea who stays here. So I can tell you that sites 1 through 55 are pull-through only, and I'll put us into reverse cam so you can get a look at what these sites look like. So they're not super private like the East Loop, but obviously you've got a picnic table and a fire pit, a level pad to park your camper and your vehicle, and there are 2 buildings over here with restrooms and showers if you don't have that type of setup in your camper. As we come around the loop here, this is the check-in building where there is one of the restrooms and showers, and also a laundry, and a very small camp store that you can go into to just get some modest supplies like graham crackers and some bag of chips. Good look about what the whole situation looks like here. It's not super private over in the big RV section, but you're probably not expecting that if you've got a pull-through RV. I do know that sites 155 are back-in only, so if you're looking on a map and wondering where you might want to stay, that's something to keep in mind. And now we're at site 46 on the right, and then 48 with the Airstream. And here's an empty site we'll get a look at as we come by. This is what site 52, for instance. Here's a good view of what you get. You got level pad to pull in on, picnic table, electric, water, and sewer. And like this, site 52 has a little bit of privacy on the edge. There's some visitor parking if you've got extra cars or if you've got guests who want to come visit. And 53, site 55, we're gonna take a right here. And the campground, if you don't have the sewer yourself at one of these luxury sites, they do have a dump station that you can use. And we're gonna continue on straight through here. We'll get a look at Wheaton Pond, and there are plenty of ponds and small lakes around here with trails, some paved, mainly dirt. We'll go like that. And here's somebody dumping the trailer. And as we go through here, I'll raise up over on this side. I'm not sure if you get a glimpse of it, but right on, there are trails that go right down to the pond, which is a little low this year, but there are plenty of ponds, and we'll just keep driving out of here this direction. So we hope you enjoyed this tour of Lebanon Hills Regional Park Campground. Robin's been doing a great job of driving. I'm going to put a couple other videos. If you liked this video, we encourage you to watch one of these others. Bye.
Bye, everyone.